Now, Kim Kardashian famously has it, and Cara Delevingne has considered quitting modelling because of it. But they aren't the only ones suffering from the sometimes devastating effects of the skin condition psoriasis.
According to one survey, as many as a quarter of psoriasis sufferers have been dumped because of the condition, with 40% being told they're repulsive by other people. To mark Psoriasis Awareness Week, it's the subject of this week's 60-second surgery.
Psoriasis affects 1 in 50 in the UK. That's about 1.8 million people. It's caused by a fault in the immune system, which makes skin cells grow too fast, leaving excess layers of cells on the skin surface. Dry, red skin lesions, known as plaques, covered in silver scales, normally appear on the elbows, knees, scalp and lower back, but can actually appear anywhere on the body. The plaques can be itchy and or sore, and in severe cases, the skin around joints may crack and bleed. There's no cure for psoriasis, but treatments range from topical creams and shampoos to ultraviolet light therapy and medication, that is, tablets and even injections. It's important to realise that psoriasis isn't contagious, but you may be more at risk if the condition runs in your family.
There we go. So that's that particular debilitating condition, which hoping that there are, even now, new discoveries which could help it.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of different creams and actually medications by injection as well, but therefore the more severe cases. But it's a condition that don't put up with. See your doctor, see a specialist and follow the advice given to you.
A headline today, new 15-minute blood test has been proven to identify 96% of women suffering from preeclampsia who needed their baby to be delivered within 2 weeks.
Yeah, and a preeclampsia, it's a condition that occurs in the last third of pregnancy. Blood pressure rises, you get fluid retention, swollen feet, swollen fingers, of course it can seriously affect some babies. I mean, each year 1,000 babies die as a result of eclampsia or preeclampsia setting in. Yeah, and normally, you know, you check the blood pressure, that's raised, there's a blood test for a special protein, but that takes a couple of days to come back. This new test is at the bedside, it's over in 15 minutes, and it's 96 to 99% accurate at predicting.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and of course then you step in and deliver that woman within 2 weeks and she hasn't got the severe effects of preeclampsia and you've saved the baby as well. The cost of the test is about £40. That's going to come down. Some hospitals are using it now, but it's not across the country yet.
They're rolling out.
They will do.
These UK-wide trials are being rolled out.
Yes.
Okay. Another headline today, the secret that could save the sex lives of thousands of women. So why aren't they being told about it? Tell us about it now.
Yeah. Now what we're talking about here is a condition called stress incontinence. Now, stress incontinence is stress on the bladder causes the bladder to leak. And women will say they've got a weak bladder weakness. It's actually your pelvic floor muscles have been weakened.
After having a baby? Or
yes, exactly. So, you know, the weight of a baby pressing down on the pelvic floor stretches the muscles and the tissues. Then having the baby, the trauma of the head and the body going through your pelvic floor tears the muscle fibres. And so pregnancy, childbirth and maybe 2 or 3 childbirth experiences.
But it's not just incontinence, it also affects people's sex lives as well.
Well, yes, the thing is now, women do not discuss this. They have to go and buy pads, and they're very embarrassed about that. They're at the bottom of the trolley, etc. It's a problem they don't discuss. But if you get a group of women together and say, I talk to one woman who admits she's got it, all the others say, well, yeah, I get that a bit. So you leak when you cough, sneeze, you leak when you leap, when you run. So the condition there is, OK, that's embarrassing, but of course it does affect your sex life. You haven't got the tone in your pelvic muscles, therefore, from a woman's point of view, she doesn't have the normal reaction she had before she developed this. The partner does not enjoy sex because there's no grip around his
So
part.
What's the secret then?
Well, it is...
You've got all sorts of gadgets here,
pelvic
Dr.
floor
Chris.
exercises, Kegel exercises.
Which we all get told to do before you have a baby. Pelvic floor, pelvic floor, pelvic floor.
Yeah, they give you a leaflet generally, and you don't get full instruction from an awful lot of health professionals. Reading a leaflet is not enough. Women will start using them and then they'll stop. They won't use them as frequently as they should, and they don't continue.
So your pelvic floor is the muscles you would use if you were mid-wee, then those are the ones you use to stop it. But that's not not enough, apparently.
No, they're the superficial muscles. You need to stimulate and strengthen the deeper muscles in the pelvis.
Which is why all of this
So what I've got various gadgets here. This is called a pelvic toner. You can get this on prescription on the NHS. And basically, there are different strength springs, and this is inserted into the vagina.
Yeah.
Okay? And, of course, it opens.
It looks like a mini hair straightener.
But then, as it opens, it causes the pelvic muscles reflexly to tighten around it. And you're given instructions, you know, how often to use this and for how long. So that's one.
Right.
Next one, Aquaflex. Now, these are cones that you actually insert weights inside. So you put a weight inside, okay? It's a 20-gram weight going in. You insert this like a tampon, okay? Yeah.
Well, it just stays there.
Yeah, hold on, let me get this thing fastened together. Yeah. Yeah. So, and you insert that into the vagina.
And so the muscles have to hold it into place.
And you haven't got to contract your muscles and tighten them. That just causes this reflex contraction. And as they get stronger, you can put a stronger weight in, a bigger weight, and go onto a bigger cone, okay? Then another one, sort of vaginal cones. Now, these are weights, and you insert this inside, and you contract the muscles, tighten them up, and as you tighten them up, the wand moves up, okay? And the last one is a machine that we've had a model using this morning.
This is Rianne, I think. In you come round. Yeah, let's. So you've been using this particular method.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you had a baby how long ago?
16 weeks ago.
16 weeks ago, so all still very early. And it was... Oh, what's happening with that?
Yeah, well, I'm switching it on. I don't know whether we can catch this on camera, but the screen gives you full instructions on what to do.
So it tells you how strong your pelvic muscles are?
Yeah, you pump this up, and that gets tenser and tenser. Insert it.
How did it feel?
Didn't really feel much, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't feel I had any problem beforehand, but I was quite shocked with the results because I was quite low.
Right.
But,
still early days, though, for you
yeah,
as well.
it is.
Was
it's
it
quite
easy
early.
to use?
It was really easy to use. It just tells you everything. It actually speaks out to you. You don't have to read the screen. It just tells you. It's like, oh, pump it. So you pump it up, and then it tells you to relax and to tense. And yes,
So
it's quite easy. It's really easy.
All right, Rianne. Well, thank you very much indeed.
Very
Chris,
good.
thank you very much indeed.